Hello, Syngap land. My name is Peter Halliburton. Today is Saturday, April 9th. This is episode 55 of Syngap 10, your 10-minute weekly briefing on everything that you need to know about Syngap 1. Mike Graglia is out of the office this week, and so I have taken over the podcast, and I'm going to spend a few minutes with you to talk to you about our upcoming Sprint for Syngap event taking place Saturday, April 30th, 3 weeks from today. It's not too late to join us, and I'm going to tell you how. So first off, what is Sprint for Syngap? This is our virtual annual 5K fundraiser event. We held our first one last year. It was wildly successful. And so we're going to do the same thing again this year. The idea is to give you an excuse to help raise awareness for Syngap 1 and to fundraise for Syngap Research Fund. You're going to set up a 5K fundraiser in your community, in your neighborhood, at a local park. Very simple. You can crawl, walk, run, sprint your 5K, or don't hold a 5K at all. A lot of families will just do a block party or something along those lines. This again is an excuse to raise awareness for Syngap 1 and to raise money for Syngap Research Fund. Last year, as I mentioned, was our first annual event. It was great. We had over 30 families that fundraised with us across the United States, Colombia, Hong Kong, Australia, and Germany. And we raised over $125,000. So we said we're going to do it again this year, and we're going to make it even bigger. And we're off to a good start. So far, we have 48 teams that have signed up to fundraise. If you haven't already done so, now is the time to do so. I'm going to jump over to the website real quickly and show you how to sign up for Sprint for Syngap. First and foremost, you're going to want to go to syngap.fund/sprint 2022. That'll take you to this page here. Once on the page, you're going to go ahead and click on the right-hand side or in the top middle on a mobile device where it says, I want to fundraise for this. That's going to give you the option to join a team, or create your own page. Most of the time, you're going to be creating a team if you don't already have one started, or if another family has already started a team that you're going to be joining, you'll just click join a team. From there, very straightforward to walk you through the process of getting set up. I want to give a quick shout out to the families that have already started fundraising for us. Team Tavilla, crushing it as usual, almost $13,000 raised. Last year, they blew it out. They did $50,000. They had 75 family and friends at a local park. I know this year they're doing it even bigger with other families in the Boston area. Peggy Pierce, $1,342. Team Andrew, $1,057. Team Grayson, over $500. Lane Mason, $350 raised. Team Adeline, $151. Lily Connolly, Karen Dickey, Team Riker, all over $100. And Team Kai down here at $77. Many more are getting started. It's not too late to join and to start fundraising for this event. We're going to have prizes for the event. You'll see them listed here on the page that I mentioned before, syngap.fund/sprint 2022. At $250 raised, you're going to get a Sprint for Syngap drawstring bag. If you raise $500, you'll get the drawstring bag plus a Syngap Research Fund hat. And if you raise $1,000, you'll get those two prizes plus a Sprint for Syngap stainless steel water bottle. In addition to prizes, we are also offering banners. So if you have an in-person event that you're planning, we'll send you a banner with the Sprint for Syngap logo included on it as well. SRF will cover the cost of that. You can sign up for a banner at syngap.fund/banner. Please only sign up for that if you are going to be holding an in-person event. But why are we raising money? Why is SRF constantly fundraising? As you know, SRF has granted over $2 million to date to accelerate treatments for Syngap 1, and we're hoping to raise another $1 million this year in 2022. I'm going to very quickly talk to you about two projects that have recently been approved by SRF's board that we'd like to pursue, but we need to raise more money in order to move these projects forward. The first is with Dr. Michael Courtney at University of Turku in Finland. This grant is for $180,000 and is going to be focused on missense variants. This is critically important work. I know it's going to get a lot of families excited that have patients with a missense variant. A lot of the work, as many of you know, to date has been focused on nonsense variants in Syngap 1. And before we put treatments into our patients with a missense variant, we need to better understand how Syngap 1 is affecting those patients. this work is going to be doing exactly that. That's what Dr. Courtney has set out to do. The second grant that I want to talk to you about is with Dr. Zach Grinspan at Weill Cornell Medicine, WCM. This grant is for $270,000 and is looking at a repurposed drug called Ravicti, or 4-phenylbutyrate, doing a clinical trial in 10 Syngap 1 patients. This drug has shown promise in 2 other central nervous system diseases who are currently underway in a clinical trial at WCM, our friends at STXBP1 and SLC6A1, and the results that have been shared with us have been really amazing in terms of quality of life improvements. We've heard reports of seizure improvement, speech and cognitive improvement, gait improvement, etc. We need to fund this work, and we need to make this happen. In addition to that, Rarebase, who we made a grant to late last year, is currently working on a drug repurposing screen. We are expecting them to come to us here shortly for a non-trivial sum of money as well, looking to advance the research that they've done in identifying promising compounds for Syngap 1. Fundraising is uncomfortable, we get it, but we are so close to treatments for Syngap 1, and we need everybody to work together. We need everybody to jump on board. We need everybody to grab a paddle and start fundraising. The more of us that work together, the easier it's going to be to move treatments forward for our kids and significantly improve their quality of life. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. You can contact me at peter@syngapresearchfund.org. Again, peter@syngapresearchfund.org. Thank you. Let's get out there and fundraise.